Hello, welcome to today's chair yoga class. My name is Bob, and today I'll be leading through a chair yoga sequence, which will involve mainly seated in the chair, and we will stand up and do some poses next to the chair. If you're unable to stand and balance with your hand on a chair, you can certainly do the same poses staying seated the entire time. So for today's practice, you might want to have one or two yoga blocks handy as well as a strap. You want to have a nice sturdy chair that's not going to slide on the floor. You can do this by putting your chair on your yoga mat. Of course, a chair without wheels and a chair without arms. Or if you have a carpet, chairs will stay relatively stable on a carpeted surface as well. So get your chair set up nice and firm into the floor and find yourself moving forward onto the chair. We're not going to use the chair back for support. We want to be able to support ourselves with our nice strong core. So scoot forward and root your feet down into the floor. Hands can be on your lap, and we'll just begin just finding ourselves centered and finding a few moments of stillness. Push your feet gently into the mat, into the floor. Feel that connection. And feel your seat rooting down into the chair. Feel strong and supported, pushing your feet into the earth. Sitting up tall, spine nice and tall and straight. Shoulders down. And if you're comfortable, begin to close your eyes gently. And letting go thoughts as they arise, which they will, and set them aside. As we come into this place of stillness, we come into a place of presence and awareness. Feeling what you're feeling, hearing what you're hearing, smelling, maybe a taste lingering in your mouth as well. Acknowledge all those sensations that you're feeling. Be here fully present. Be here now into this space, onto your chair, feeling connected with the earth, feeling connected with your inside environment as well as your outside environment. Again, a few more breaths. Maybe your eyes are closed, allowing you to sense internally a little more clearly, a little more deeply. And begin to notice the natural inhales and exhales out of your mouth. In the nose, out of the mouth. Inhale, fill up. Exhale out of the mouth to ground and settle, becoming heavier in the chair, connected. Connecting both with the earth, through your feet, and connecting internally. And seal your lips. Try to breathe exclusively in and out of the nose. Massaging yourself from the inside out as the air comes in through the nose and down into the lungs. And then back up through the lungs and out of the nose. Feel the cool air rush in and the warm air flow out. Connecting with the breath. Maybe begin to lengthen the breath a little bit. Eyes still closed. Can you fill up to a count of 4? And then exhale out to a count of 4. Inhale. And your own breath pattern may be shorter, or maybe it's longer. As you do these long, slow, circular breaths, feel the chest expand, ribs expanding, the muscles surrounding the ribs expanding, and then compressing and closing as the air pushes out. building this breath, building energy, encouraging the body to begin to move. And so we'll open our eyes, we'll begin some gentle movements with the head. Let your head circle around, the ear finds a shoulder, and the head tips back. Ear finds the other shoulder, and then your chin tips down. Moving the head with intention and listening to the body as it breathes, listening to your neck, listening to the muscles and the bones in the neck, moving the head around. You might have created a linkage between the breath and the movement. Exhaling as the chin comes down, inhaling as the chin comes to an ear, exhaling as you tip back, and take your circles the other way, balancing out the movement. Continue to move and breathe, listening to the body as it responds to this gentle movement. And let your head come back up tall. Sit up nice and tall. Notice how that feels. Create a little bit of warmth, maybe just in the neck alone as we started some gentle movements. Let's move now to the shoulders. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, the shoulders come down and lift and lower and lift and lower again, moving at the tempo of the breath. Not a quick, fast shrug up and down. Slow and circular. Maybe these movements have gone from up and down to circular, up, back, and down. Inhale forward and up. Exhale back, down, and around. Inhales lift. Exhales ground. In and out of the nose. And take your circles the other way. Shoulders go back and then up, but then forward and then down. Another variation, you can try moving one shoulder at a time. One shoulder is still while the other shoulder is doing a circle. Same circles forward, or maybe shoulders moving back one at a time, or you can keep moving them together. Listening to the body. How does it respond to one shoulder moving? Maybe you prefer to move them both together. Listening to the body respond. The bones, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons moving with intention. It's about your perception, knowing that you're the one doing the moving, deciding, feeling, thinking. And the shoulders come down. Let your arms drape on the side of the chair and roll the shoulders forward and roll the shoulders back. Bring the shoulder blades into it now. As you pinch your shoulders back, shoulder blades come together. As you glide your shoulders forward, shoulder blades glide apart. Pinch at the back, roll the shoulders forward. Feel the arms moving, rotating as well. Finding that connection with the breath. Exhales as you pinch, inhales as you open. And come back to neutral. Hands back to your lap. Now noticing the warmth you've created in the neck, the movement, some warmth you've created in the shoulders, in the shoulder blades as we've done some movement there. Bring your arms forward. Just open and close your fingers into a fist, maybe wiggling the fingers. If you have any arthritis in your hands, this is a really good movement to do when you first wake up and throughout the day. Interlace your hands together and just take some circles with the wrists and the fingers and the hands. Go the other way. And hands come back to the lap. Again, sit up nice and tall. Strong nose breathing. Arms alongside your body. We're going to inhale and lift our arms up and up and up. All in that same inhale. And exhale, arms come down, down, down to the side of the chair. Again, moving with intention. Use that same 4-count breath to completely lift up. Maybe your palms even touch when they come overhead and the hands come down. Again, not moving so fast. Feeling every little bit of movement. And the arms come up, palms touch, and then down, and then reach, and lower, and one more. Use that big inhale to fully inhale and stretch for the ceiling, and then the hands come down to the sides. Hands come in the laps. We're going to warm up the spine through some cat and cows. Seated cat and cows. As you inhale, your chest comes forward, your heart comes up, your head looks up. Feel your back arching towards the front of your space. And exhale, your back goes towards the back of the chair. You round and tuck, pushing the air out. Inhale, heart forward, look up, and exhale, round and tuck. So you feel your heart moving forward. You feel your heart moving back. Movement coming from the middle part of the spine. Again, this is another really good movement to do throughout the day, whenever you're sitting. We get stuck sometimes hunched over looking at phones or computers or the television or driving. And when you have a moment in between activities, just a few rounds of this is always a good stretch, good relief for the body. And one more round. And then sit up nice and tall again. Bring the arms out wide. Let the right arm go up, left arm go down. And come back center. And then tip the other way. We're not quite leaning over yet. We're simply stretching, staying nice and tall in the spine. Just rotating the arms. It's like an airplane propeller. Just reach for the ceiling, reach for the floor, and then back level. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back level. Inhale, stretch. And back level. And we're going to add on to this. Have your palms be forward. Take a big inhale as you open up your arms. We're just going to rotate the thumbs down and bring the thumbs up. So we're just warming up the more part of the shoulder, the rotator cuff. And think about your thumb. Now that it comes down, maybe it points at the wall behind you. And the thumb comes up and rotates back, and maybe again it can point at the wall behind you. Just see what your own range of motion is. Using the breath. And arms come down. Take a few moments. You can feel the warmth in the shoulders we've created through this movement. Arms come out wide again. And now rotate the arms forward. Palms touch in front of you and open up. And together. Inhale, open. Exhale, come together. And open. And then down. Let's warm up the core with a twist. Your hips stay glued to your chair. We're simply going to turn towards the right. Use your hands on your leg, or maybe one hand goes onto the chair, maybe both hands go onto the chair. Still sitting up nice and tall. Just feel your shoulders turning. And breathe into the shape. Doesn't need to be your biggest turn. Just starting to warm up the core. Just breathe into the shape. See if you can get a little further as you exhale. and come back center on an inhale. Fill up and return to the left. And come back center. Then we'll come back to those arm movements we had before. We can put those together into a little pattern. Inhale, arms come wide. As you inhale, really open up across the collarbones, across the arms, like as you fill up, almost like you're inflating your fingers with air, like they're balloons. Take one, rotate down, one, rotate up, and then right arm up, left arm down, and come back center. Go the other way. Inhale, exhale, reach, and open, and then down. Take a breath here. One more. And the inhale, open, and rotate, and tip. One arm goes down, one arm goes up. Doesn't matter which side you do first. And tip. And reach. And open. And then down. Feel each of these movements. Moving mindfully. Mindfulness is just being present, understanding, feeling, really sensing every little movement that your body does at this point in time. One more time. Inhale. And rotate. And rotate back up. And then tip. And level. And tip. And level. And then reach. And open. We're going to add on one more thing here. We're going to give ourselves a hug by reaching for opposite shoulders. And here you can just rock yourself side to side. And then open up. And rotate the thumb down. Rotate the thumb up. And tip. And level. And tip. And level. And reach forward. And then inhale, open. We're going to give ourselves a hug. Maybe change which arm was on top. And again, you can rock side to side. If you're feeling stable on your chair, you can move the whole torso around in a big circle. Feel this gentle shift of the weight in your sits bones into the chair as you're moving around. And your feet are firmly attached to the floor, giving you nice stability. And then we'll do one more round. Open up. Big stretch. Thumb down. Thumb up. And tip. And level. And tip. And level. Open up. Reach. And open. And give yourself one more hug. And you can take those rocks or circles and maybe change direction, which way you're circling, if you chose to do that. And again, you don't have to do movement if you find this uncomfortable. You can simply just stay in this hugging shape. Strong into your feet, hugging yourself open, hugging yourself, hands on your back. Give yourself that nice, strong hug and release. They say a hug of 20 seconds or more is very therapeutic, makes you feel really good. So hugging another person for 20 seconds, you should try that sometime. But they say that even hugging yourself for 20 seconds has the same good therapeutic result. So give yourself that nice hug by reaching back for your shoulder blades will make you feel good, even if it's your own arms. Sit up nice and tall. Arms come up overhead. Now we're going to grab a wrist and take a lean over to the right. And come back center. Switch your grip. Lean to the left. Come back center. Bend your elbows. Take a little bit of a back bend. like we did in cow. Reach up, let your arms come wide, and we'll take our first forward fold. If you want to fold down, maybe your hands stay on your knees to support yourself, bending your elbows as much as you're comfortable with a nice flat back here. Blocks might be helpful if you can have blocks on either side of your feet for your hands to come down. So if you can't quite reach the floor, if you want to go past your knees, but maybe can't quite reach the floor, blocks are handy. And if you don't have blocks handy, you can use large books or a water bottle or just something. You get with your blocks, you have the choice of what height you put them on. Inhale to a half lift, your back is flat, about a 45-degree angle to your lap, and then come down one more time on the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Let's do another round. Grab a wrist, lean to the right, switch your grip, lean to the left, come back center, take a back bend. Inhale, reach up, arms come wide. Either find your blocks or the floor, or maybe your hands are still on your lap. Comes down as low as you can, bringing your chest close to your thighs. Inhale to about 45 degrees, lengthening through the spine. Feel like your crown of your head is extending forward and fold. A little bit of a rounding here. Inhale, rise back up. Do 2 more rounds like that. You grab a wrist, you pull, leaning, back center, and lean, and back center. Take a back bend, reach back up, swan dive down. Let all the air out. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, last round, reach up. Lean to the right. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Move those blocks to the side. So let's move down to our lower half. Just begin with some gentle movements of the feet. So have your feet firmly into the mat. Heel ankles are right below your knees. And let's just begin with some heel lifts. So the toes stay attached to the floor. We're just lifting the heel. And if you want to add some arm movements to this, you move the same arm, same time you're moving that leg. Just noticing how the foot is peeling off the floor from the heel to the arch to the balls behind the toes. Moving at your own pace. And then bring both feet down. And walk your heels forward a little bit. Now we're going to roll back onto the heels and lift toes. Toes come up, toes come down. Again, just moving the foot, engaging the ankle and the calf muscle. And next time you lift your right foot, you open up to the side and then bring it back. So the toes go up, rotates, comes up and over. Like you're making little rainbows with your toes. Straight up, out to the side. Now we're getting a little more of the upper leg, thigh involved. Knee rotates out a little bit out to the side. And one more each side. And now let's lift the knee. A little bigger movement. Keep marching. One knee up. Bring it back down. Lift the other knee up, bring it back down, and up, up and down, up and down. And next time we go to the right leg, it's going to come up, out to the side, and bring it back. Up, out to the side, bring it back. And those blocks are in your way, just move those out of the way. Again, making a rainbow. This time it's the knee that's rainbowing up and over. Again, feeling every little bit of the movement. And next time we move the right leg, we're going to leave it there. So it's going to go out, and the left leg goes out. Then we bring the right leg back, and bring the left leg back. So it's out, and then in, and then in. Again, if this is not feeling comfortable for you, you can go back to what we were doing before, where you bring the leg out and bring it back right away. As we end up in this sort of open position, you feel a little more stretch on the inner thigh. And the step can again be as big or as little as is comfortable for you. And let's leave the legs out, and we'll just stay there for a moment. Setting up tall, a different sensation now with the legs open. You'll feel a little stretch on the inner thigh. Now we bring our arms involved, up into the letter Y, and bring your elbows into the ribs, and open. The legs are static, you're still strong, feet into the floor. Having to work a little bit to keep your knees open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbows in. Last one. And arms come down to the thighs. Let one forearm come onto the thigh. Sweep the other arm up. And take a little bit of a lean. A few breaths here to really stretch that side body as you reach up towards the side wall, arcing over your head. And come back center, change size. The other forearm comes onto the thigh. Opposite arm reaches up to the ceiling first. And then turn this into a little of a lean as the arm arcs over. And come back center. And bring both feet back in front of you. A little more work with the legs. We're going to lift a knee, straighten the leg, bend, and bring it back down. Feel the shifting of the weight now to that leg that was just lifted as you now lift the other leg. Straighten, bend, and then down. A few more of those. Lift, straighten. If your hands are on your knees, you feel those muscles moving, those bones moving right underneath your fingertips. Stay in that awareness, mindfulness, feeling every little movement. And this time we're going to add one little thing. Lift, extend, point and flex the foot a couple of times, and then bend and bring it down. And lift, straighten, point and flex, bend, and bring it down. One more time. Extend, point and flex, bend, foot comes back down, feel the weight shift, lift, extend, bend, and bring it down. And if you have a strap handy, and this can be a yoga strap, it can be a belt, it can be a towel. We're going to lift the knee, extend the foot. If the strap goes under the foot, pull the strap, helping to straighten the leg and to strengthen the leg at the same time. And then release the strap. Let the foot come down. Put the strap under the other foot. Lift. And release the strap. Let the foot come down. And if you didn't have a strap handy, you can certainly do the same thing just by extending the leg without the strap. Now we're going to stand and do some standing things out of our chair, some standing positions, some standing poses. And again, if you're not comfortable standing, well, the chair is there. As we do standing poses, the chairs are really there to help you with your balance. You can use a wall similarly, but again, if you want to stay seated, all these positions, all these movements can be done from a seated position as well. And so the first is we're simply just going to stand up out of the chair and raise our arms overhead. So if you're staying seated, you're simply lifting your arms. If you want to stand, you stand up, arms come up, maybe take a little back bend, and then gently find your way back down to the seat. Round of breath here. As you stand up, feel yourself pushing your feet into the floor, lifting your arms up, raising your heart to the sky, and then you come back down and find your chair. Push into the floor, fill up, exhale back down. One more time, again, if you're seated, you're just raising yourself up with the feet staying and your seat staying attached to the chair. And last time, rise up. And this time we're going to stay standing. Again, if you're able to come out of the chair, we're going to stand next to the chair. Your hand is on the back of the chair. That's there for your support in case if your balance is having some challenges today. As you're holding onto the chair for support, you can feel your feet into the floor, but you can feel yourself rocking side to side, feeling that shift of weight. That's that perception you want to have of where your feet are pushing into the floor. Are they equal? Can I shift weight to one side? Can I shift my weight to the other side? It's really good for your balance. And we're going to do some things by lifting one foot off of the floor. So by having your hand on the chair, that's your stability. Your outer leg is there to be your stability. So we can lift what I'll call the inner leg. We lift and lower. Feel the weight shift. Now the weight is on your inner leg. You can lift the outer leg. As that outer leg comes down to the floor, feel the weight shift to that outer leg, allows you to then float the inner leg up. Let's do that again. You can have as much weight into that hand that's on the chair for as much support as you need. And the purpose of this is to feel the shifting of the weight from one foot to the other. As you bear weight into just one leg, it helps increase your bone strength. Let's do one more. Now let's take that outer leg and lift it up one more time. And as it comes down, let the heel of that foot come right in front of, but just to the side of the toes of the inner leg. So the front foot is this outer foot is just in front of the inner foot. It's a little bit of an angle. This leg is coming straight down. This one's angled to the floor a little bit. See if you can get your foot fully into the floor. And then lift it back up and set it down. Shift the weight to the outer leg. Shift it back to the inner leg. Let's feel it again. Lift the outer leg. Heel comes down just in front of the toes. Toes are pointed up to the ceiling. And then roll it down to the floor and feel yourself leaning forward just a little bit. Hand is still on the chair for your support. Come back to that inner leg, lift the outer leg, and set it down. Feel the weight rock from side to side, and let's do it again. Weight comes into the inner leg. We lift. Heel comes in front of the toes. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Let the foot rock down to the floor. Gently glide forward. Come back tall. Lift and lower. Let's do that on the other leg, which will require us to walk to the other side of your chair. So again, the weight is into the outer leg. We're going to lift and let the heel come down right in front of the toes. Foot comes down to the floor. Gently lean forward. Come back tall. Lift and lower. Gently rock the weight, inner foot, outer foot. Lift the inner leg. Heel comes down right in front of the toes. Roll the foot to the floor. Gentle lean forward. Stretch on the hamstring of that front leg. Bring the weight back to the outer leg. This leg can then lift. Come back down. Shift to the side. And then weight comes back to the outer leg. Lift. Little step. Toes pointing up. Toes roll down. Lean. Come back. Lift. Step last time. Just rock to the side just so you have that sensation of shifting of the weight. Weight comes into the outer leg. Lift the inner leg. Heel comes down in front of the toes. Foot rolls forward. Lean forward. Hand on the chair for support. Come back tall. And set it down. Come back to your chair. How did that feel? You feel the weight shifting. You have that sense of the weight moving from side to side, bearing weight into one leg, keeping that perception, that internal awareness of how your body is moving in space, how you're shifting weight into your feet. Again, if that was, if you didn't feel like sitting, you can simply do the same thing by lifting the leg, rolling the foot forward, and then leaning and coming back up. And then the other foot comes forward, again, heel right in front of toes, leaning forward and rising back up. So the same thing can be done staying seated in the chair. And come back to center. So we're going to do a little series of warrior poses. Start by taking your right leg out to the side. Turn your body to face that leg that you just turned to the side. Reach your arms up overhead. Shoulders are towards the side wall. You'll feel an outer rotation of the leg, which is still pointing forward because you've turned your shoulders to the side. This is your warrior A. And now open your shoulders to the front of your room. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. This is your warrior B. Gaze is over the extended arm, even though your shoulders are turned towards the front. Your arms are to the sides. Your gaze is to the side wall as well. Now you feel the stretch in the inner thigh of your leg, which you've extended out to the side. Flip your palm over, sweep that arm up. The other arm comes down. This is your reverse warrior. Come back level. Keep coming, let your forearm come to your thigh like we did before. Left arm comes up and stretch it towards the side wall. Come back to your arms level. The leg which extended out to the side, straighten it out as much as you can. Foot is flat onto the floor. Turn your shoulders towards the front of the space and dip your arm towards that leg, which is not completely straight, but a little bit straight. It's off to the side. This is your triangle pose. Come back level. Take that leg, which is straight, bring it out front, hands to hips, and then fold forward. Similar to what we were just doing when we were standing, or if you did those standing poses seated, similar shape. Except we're doing with our hands on our hips. Rise up, foot comes back, and reset. We'll do this again on the other side. Other leg comes out to the side. Turn your shoulders to face the D you just turned to the side. Reach your arms up overhead. It's your warrior A. Now open your shoulders to the front of the space. Arms are level with the floor. Gaze is turned towards the side wall, towards the direction the knee is pointing. Flip your palm over. Sweep that arm up. Opposite arm comes down. Come back level. Keep coming. Forearm to thigh. Opposite arm reaches up to the ceiling. And then it rotates towards the opposite side wall, feeling a nice stretch on your side body. Come back to level arms. The leg which is out to the side, extend it straight-ish if you can. Foot is gauged with the floor. Turn your shoulders front and tip over that straight leg. This is your triangle pose. Inhale, come back center. Swing that straight leg to the front. Hands to hips. Sit up nice and tall. Fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring the foot back to the starting position. Let's do one more round of that. Knee out to the side. Turn your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open the shoulders, widen out the arms. Flip your front palm, sweep it up. Reach up for the ceiling, and reach down for the floor. Big stretch between the fingers. Come back level. Keep tipping forward, forearm to thigh. Reach up to the ceiling and tip over, bring your bicep close to your ear. Come back level. Extend that leg out to the side, sort of flat-ish. Shoulders face the front and tip over that straight leg for your triangle pose. Feel opening of that upper shoulder. Maybe you gaze up, or maybe you're looking forward. In a neutral neck. The arms come level. Rotate that straight leg in front of you. Hands to hips. And fold. And breathe here. Inhale, rise up. Bring that foot that was extended back and take us on the other side. Last time through. Knee opens to the side. Turn your shoulders to that knee, which is just turned out to the side. Raise your arms up. Now open the shoulders to the front, but your arms are out to the side. Strong warrior stance. Flip your palm, sweep your arm up. Come back level. Forearm to thigh. Reach up to the ceiling and stretch to the opposite wall. Come back, arms level with the floor. Extend that leg which is out to the side, sort of flattish. Shoulders are to the front and tip. You're compressing the side body here, stretching the opposite side body. Come back level. Rotate that foot to the front. Foot is flat into the floor. Hands to hips. Sit up nice and tall. And fold. Inhale, rise up, and bring that extended foot back in. We'll take a few final stretches, and then we'll slow things down. There's just being some hip circles, hip sways. Move the hips quite a bit today. It should feel good just to use that mobility that we create as we open the knees to the side. Just work that mobility into the knees as we swish them from side to side. And we'll do one more hip stretch. So walk one of your feet in towards the midline, cross the opposite foot over ankle. We're going to do a hip stretch. This is the first position. Very mild stretch along the outer hip of the foot that you crossed over in front of the foot which you moved more towards the middle. You can always add a fold here. If this is comfortable, you want to try a little more deep stretch. Bring your knee on top of your knee. A little bigger stretch along this outer hip of the knee that's coming over on top. And again, you can add a fold here. And for a little more sensation into that hip, you bring the ankle up over the thigh. Bigger stretch along this outer hip. You can sit up tall here, or again add a fold. So whether you're in the first position, the second position, or the third, and whether you have the fold or not, completely your choice depending on your anatomy and how you feel. You have some soreness or an injury. Always mindful if you have a knee replacement or hip replacement where your range of motion is. Even staying down in position one, if that's where you're at, that's perfectly fine. You can always add the fold, a little more stretch in the lower back. And we're going to hold this for a few more breaths, whatever position you're in. Try to find a position that has sensation, not painful, but something where you feel like you're getting a nice stretch in the hip, nice stretch in the lower back. And try to stay there for a number of breaths. Remember, the breaths are always the tempo that we're moving at. We're not really watching a clock or using a timer. It's really about feeling the full inhale, feeling the full exhale, letting the body find the shape, react to the shape, getting comfortable with the sensation that the body is sensing. That's our tempo. The tempo of life is the tempo of breath. Every breath is a new beginning to feel sensation. Every breath is a new attempt to try again. And inhale, rise up, uncross the feet, and walk that foot that was over on top towards the midline, and then we'll go the other side. Position one, ankle over ankle. Add the fold if you want. Position two, knee over knee. Again, add the fold if this is where you want to be. Or position three, ankle comes on top of the thigh. And again, add the optional fold. And notice here your second side may not be choosing the same thing as your first side. Again, it has to do with your anatomy, any injuries, any surgeries you may have had. Just knowing that you're working within your own limits, with your own body's abilities. Two sides will be completely different, usually, for most people. Just finding that place where you're feeling sensation in the hip and in the lower back if you're folding over. We moved, we stretched, we warmed the body, we moved a lot of energy through our body. As we hold these last stretches a little bit longer, this allows us to strengthen and stretch and use that warmth that we created to continue to strengthen the body. Still breathing, allowing that tempo of the breath to be our indicator of how long to hold the shape. If any discomfort arises, just try to breathe into where you're feeling the discomfort. never tolerating any sharp shooting pain, but stretch, compression, those are signs of growth, signs that we're reaching sensation, we're reaching a little bit of an edge. Inhale, rise up. Bring both feet back to the floor. Come back where we started, grounding firmly into both feet, grounding our sits bones into the chair, seat. And we'll take our final pose, our pose of rest. And now you can lean back, let your back rest against the chair back. Arms in a comfortable position. Take a big inhale. Let the air out of the nose and let your chin just fall down to your chest or wherever you're comfortable, and close your eyes. And a few moments of rest. This is your Savasana. Important part of the yoga practice. For some people, it's even the hardest part of the practice, is finding these few moments of stillness where all that's moving is your breath in and out, your heart is beating, you're reflecting and feeling the warmth you created, healing you from the inside out. Take a few moments here just to rest and be still. And begin to deepen your breath. Feel the body fill up. Exhale out of the mouth. Eyes are still closed. Lift your head into the nose, out through the mouth. Awaken yourself from the inside out, that air rushing in, rushing out, soothing, healing, circulating the energy from the practice. Begin some gentle movements of your fingers, shoulders and arms, wiggling toes. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms touch. Maybe your eyes are still closed, just feeling the hands touching against your other hand. Bring your thumbs down to your heart, feeling the rise and fall of your breath against your thumbs, feeling the beating of your heart, feeling a sense of gratitude for yourself, for getting to practice, finding your place here, to this awareness of this moment, letting go what's occurred before, letting go of that what's to come, really being present, fully being present as you move and breathe. Thankful for your ability to practice, thankful for this practice which has been handed down to us. Let these thoughts of goodwill and loving kindness radiate outward from you to your community, to your city, your country, out to the entire world. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. May all beings feel love and give love. Together we bow our heads. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.